I met Leslie Lynn in the library, in the quietest aisle, surrounded by books on diplomacy, revolution, and trade. It was 1967. I was carrying too many volumes, readings on U.S.-China relations, colonial legacies, a Marxist critique someone had recommended, and I dropped the whole stack with a crash that shattered the silence. He was the only one who didn't flinch. Instead, he knelt beside me and began gathering the books, one by one, smiling as he read the spines. "You like this stuff?" he asked. "It's like reading arguments between old ghosts." His Cantonese caught me off guard. Clear, fluent, tinged with a melodic lilt I couldn't quite place. "You're Chinese?" I asked, skeptical. He grinned. "My dad's from Kowloon. My mom's from Munich. I'm a walking Cold War." Then he added, in perfect Cantonese, "Literally mean? Sorry, didn't mean to startle you." That was how it started. Leslie looked white, but he sounded like home. He was studying urban planning with an eye on social housing and transit design. He spoke about cities like they were living organisms, breathing, failing, aching to be healed. He once said his dream was to design a city where no one felt invisible. We started meeting over coffee at a spot near campus. At first, it was mostly about classes, debates over economic theory and post-colonial analysis. But soon, our conversation stretched far beyond textbooks. We debated capitalism, Confucianism, the merits of rooftop gardens, and whether pineapple belonged on pizza. He was firmly pro. I was not convinced. I teased him about his handwriting, which looked more like blueprints than notes. Precise, spaced, almost stubborn in its neatness. He said mine looked like poetry, the kind that didn't care about the margins. He made me laugh in a way that felt rare and safe. With him, I didn't have to choose between Hoi Lam and Ellen. He used both names with intention, Hoi Lam when I was tired or homesick, when I needed anchoring. Ellen when I was presenting in class, marching in protests, or writing something brave. He seemed to understand that I was both and never made me feel like I had to be less of one to be more of the other. When he met my parents, my mother was skeptical. She stared at him across the dinner table, asked in Cantonese, "Does he even know how to hold chopsticks?" He answered her in Cantonese with such grace and respect that she immediately softened. My father took longer, but he appreciated Leslie's sincerity, especially when he helped wash the rice without being asked. His mother, a tall woman with silver hair and a warm German accent, greeted me with "Liebchen" and hugged me as if we'd known each other for years. She spoke little Cantonese, but learned enough to say, "Did you eat yet?" every time we visited. By the end of our third year together, we knew. It wasn't dramatic or cinematic. It was quiet certainty. We wanted to build something together, something lasting. We married in 1970 in a small garden near the East Bay. The ceremony was a joyful balancing act. Tea ceremonies with my parents, German pastries from his mother's recipe box, and 3 languages whispered among relatives who nodded and smiled through translation. 2 tea sets sat side by side on a wooden table, one with blue porcelain cranes, the other with Bavarian roses. Our vows were stitched from traditions old and new, familiar and foreign. And somehow, they all made sense together. That day, I became not just someone's wife, but someone deeply seen. Leslie never asked me to be less than what I was. He met every version of me and loved them all.